As the NEDG Broadcast Organization of Nigeria vice presidential debate commenced, vice presidential candidates got a chance to sell their manifesto and answer questions on working with their principals on economic reforms they intend to embark on when they get into power. Vice presidential candidate of the Allied Congress Party of Nigeria said there has been no improvement in governance in Nigeria since 2015 and the need for Nigerians to insist on a change in policies.
I think we have recorded little or no improvement in governance, and the left of people is becoming the worst for it, making Nigeria to be tagged the capital of poverty in the world, which is very disheartening. So I want to say that we cannot continue to do the same thing the same way and be expecting different results. There's need for Nigerians to look at the candidates and their manifestos before they can cast their vote.
The vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, while answering questions on the war on corruption, said the focus on corruption is taken away from national development.
We now live in a country where we have the highest number of poor people in any nation, 87 million, and growing 6% every minute. Our country today has the highest number of out-of-school children in the world. Our HDI have dropped from 152 to 157. Our global competitive index have dropped from 124 to 127. So we need to re-gig this and have a better focus on how we can create jobs. As long as we don't create jobs and have the number of unemployed youths in their productive age that we have today, we're going to have crisis.
The vice presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress spoke on the status of the present administration on infrastructural projects and social investment programs, stating that no country can develop with the level of corruption witnessed in Nigeria in the last 16 years.
Why this country is where we are today and why we're where we are today is because of 16 years of mismanagement of resources. That's the problem. That's why we're here today. That's why. So all these investments ought to have been done. We're investing in infrastructure now with 60% less. We're investing in infrastructure, 60% less. We're doing far more with less. That's the kind of thing we're talking about.
The vice presidential candidate of the Alliance for New Nigeria, while fielding questions on how prepared she is to be the first female vice president in Nigeria if her party wins in 2019, spoke on the values of the party and her role as a nation builder.
What we are going to do in Alliance for New Nigeria is to ensure that every SME, the biggest problem of an SME is tax. To get a free tax cut for at least 3 years, and also to ensure that all the SMEs have some, depending on the kind of business that you're doing, you have some, all the regulatory issues, all the bureaucracy that to operate in Nigeria as an SME will be curtailed.
And then it was time for the vice presidential candidate of the Young Progressives Party. When asked how she would deal with a principal unwilling to relinquish power, even when instructed by the Constitution to do so, spoke on the 50-50 gender opportunities promised by the Kingsley Moghalu administration if voted into power.
And Nigerians are wiser. They are not the Nigerians of yesterday. I'm very sure you will judge who is here sincerely to offer you something new, to give you back your Nigeria. We are here today to call on the 84 million voters, which are mainly young women and men, to come out and vote for their choices. During 2015 election, we were left with no choice. But today, Kingsley Moghalu ticket is the option we're giving to Nigerians to come back and retrieve their Nigeria.
The Nigerian people look forward now to the presidential debate, where more questions will be asked on what they intend to do if any of these parties come into power come the elections in 2019. Kayla Megwa, Channels Television News.